So almost in readiness. Umpire puts the ball in the air, so we're underway. Ball comes down the ground. First up is looks like Mark O'Toole in the middle of the ground, gets a handball clear. Players can't pick up. Boyle, long handball to centre half forward. Thomson in defence, strong mark at centre half forward by Rod Peacock. Goes to play on, now he does, gets the ball on the Christian Highland, makes good position. Can he take the mark? He can't, unfortunately. The ball falls in his arms when he hits the ground, however, and well, the umpire has given him a free kick for something.
Yeah, so I think that was probably a bit of a harsh tackle. The second tackler came in, and kind of collected with his head. I think it was front on.
Yeah, well, Christian went to the ground after he missed the mark. The ball fell in his arms and two players fell on him. So he's 25 metres out, 45 degree angle. We're absolutely behind the line of the kick, and
shouldn't miss.
He shouldn't miss from there, and a very handy goal for Thomson. And he doesn't miss. It's gone right over the head of the goal umpire. First goal, final quarter to the Thomson side, and on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, Thomson 642. They trail Corio 15-10-100. Christian Highland's second goal.
Well, probably the ideal start for Thomson, but it might be a case of too much too late, Peter. There's 58 points down with a quarter to go. That means you're going to have to kick their score and more to win the game.
I think that was lucky that Stein held his ground there, because the ball actually got punched out to him by a Corio player. So, and they were able to then set the play up.
Yeah.
Ball back in the middle is the umpire. Boyle doing the ruck work for Corio. Gets the tap down. Alford can't handle it. However, Ricky O'Toole does. Runs onto the ball. He's tackled by Timmy Gardner, and that tightened up that contest in the second half. The ball's kicked clear by Daniels of Thomson, but he can't recover it quickly enough before the boundary line is there, and it's over the boundary between wing and half forward flank. Thomson again in attack, and so far in the 2 minutes in this quarter, it's been all Thomson, but as Shane said, perhaps too little too late. Boundary umpire with the ball. Boyle doing the ruck work, and does it this time against Aitchison in the ruck. Ball comes to ground, and it's Corio, long handball clear. Does find Warwick. Warwick finds Ricky O'Toole on the overlap. He goes to centre wing, but it's a good mark there by Stein, is it? But gets it back only as far as Bigham on half forward flank for the Thomson side. He finds Boyle at half back. Now they run the Corio side, because right across the ground there's Keating's run out of the back pocket, and well, drops the mark but recovers quick enough, eludes two opponents, and now kicks the ball towards half forward. In good position there, and well, I don't know whether it was a mark, but it's been paid to Mark O'Toole on the left foot now. Drives it back to centre half forward, up high, unable to take the mark, but a high tackle to the Corio side, and it's looks like Lazarick to me made the ball the object, and well, one out against two.
I was going to say, I think it was actually three. He was outnumbered 3-1, and just kept his eyes on the ball.
So Lazarick now, oh gee, that's poor marking, because Alford had just drifted onto half forward flank. No player prepared to mind. I think they're in fact two on the mark almost, and a little chip pass there from Lazarick to Alford, and now from 45 metres out, 45 degree angle, has the opportunity to increase the Corio score.
He made the initial move to be short option, went out of the contest, ran back in and got it.
Alford now moves in, good approach to the ball, not a bad looking kick at all. Whether it's got the distance, well, it's kept into play, and it's across the face of goal, and now it's pushed out by Lazick of Thomson. So, well, he didn't seem to kick the ball all that hard, and perhaps the result proved it wasn't kicked hard enough, certainly. Ball in again. Up high there is Paselevic for the Corio side. Kicked off the ground, comes to Byrne, lopes after it at centre half back. Oh, poor handball to Timmy Gardner. Ricky O'Toole, well, they won't pay tripping, will they? Had him by the ankle, and he says holding the man. So Ricky O'Toole gets the free kick in the centre of the ground, and I'll tell you what, the way this fella kicks the ball, it's not beyond the realms. He's about 60 metres out, but these O'Toole fellas kick the ball as well as any, and wouldn't be surprised if Ricky has a dip from there. Breeze looks like it's dropped a little. He'll take a big kick. Ricky O'Toole, no, he's not going to have a go, because the lead is there, and it's from brother Barry. He can't take the mark, and a lot of players going to ground there at the full forward position for both sides. Now it stacks on the mill, and the umpire surely will move in as he does, and we'll have the ball up.
That Eric reminded me, I know it's it's very hard to kind of similar situations, but everyone said you'd never ever stand in front of Tony Lockett when he was leading, and Nick Maharis there actually put his body in between the flight of the ball and Barry O'Toole and got cleaned up for it.
Yep.
Well, there's a terrific handball from that ball up. It came to at the finish to Lazarick. He had a punch from goal from 35 metres out, missed to the right hand side, and I'd suggest that
50.
Is that Jeff Steen? I'd say he had words to the umpire because the mark was taken by Barry O'Toole. There was some discussion on the mark, and the next minute the umpire was back on the goal line. So I suggest something's been said.
I think he paid 50 for after he marked it. Stein, he might have pushed him into the ground.
Right. Yeah. So now from point blank range, Barry O'Toole for goal number 8.
You've already marked it down.
I've marked it down. If he misses this, I'll be in diabolical trouble because Jeff Steen was on the goal line. It is goal number 16 to the Corio side. The Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, 16-10-106 Corio. They lead Thomson 6-6-42, and that's 6 minutes into the final quarter.
It'll be interesting. I notice there's a gentleman here in the crowd eating pies.
Chocolate donut, and
chocolate donut, was it?
I've just received confirmation that he's retired.
He has retired. Young Paddy Burns was standing eating a chocolate donut, was it?
Yes, but getting back to the game, Barry O'Toole.
Tired or retired?
Both, I think. But
ball's thrown up. Peacock tries to contest it with Boyle. No clear possession there. Goes to ground. Peacock has another slap at it. Can't get it off. Timmy Gardner tries to take control of the ball, but pulls it underneath his body, and he too can't do much about it. Gets a little bit of heavy attention there, and the umpire says we'll ball it up.
Bit of feeling out there at the minute.
Oh, well, I think they're just trying to sort themselves out. I think the best thing that can happen here is the umpy get his hands on the ball and throw it in the air. He's going to do that right on the centre circle again. Time taken, a bit of manning up, a bit of jostling.
Now he's going to pay a free kick to someone.
He's taking too much time. Throws the ball in the air. Up goes Peacock and Boyle again. No clear possession again. Very scrambly at the moment. Through comes O'Dwyer. Tries to get it out in mark. He handballs it through to Ricky O'Toole. O'Toole on to Gundry. Gundry turns very quickly and looks to centre the ball, but Costello for Thomson chips in and takes a saving mark. Pushes the ball out towards the wing. Picked up there by the number 20 in Ian Cockrell, who pushes it down the boundary line.
On the full.
Ball can't do much about it, and very unlucky there, Ricky Humphrey. Tried to take the ball over, was given a bit of a nudge, and ball went to foot, and he's kicked it out of bounds.
Some three-quarter time scores from GDFL. Pete, Bannockburn 22-16, West Cricket and Footy Club 8-4, Werribee Centrals 10-9, Belmont Lions 9-7, and Anarchy 9-8. Dead level, Belpost Hill 8-14.
Well, that's a surprise one, isn't it? But you know, they're playing way out in the never. I suppose once you get the boys on their home turf, they're probably looking forward to going back to their own home base. The Anarchy boys gives them a little bit more control of the game. During that bit of a lull, we got another point to the Corio scoreboard. The ball's been pushed in, and no great control there, although we do have a quick possession there to Warwick. Warwick pushes it forward only as far as where Steve Daniels takes control. He turns it back in towards the centre of the ground, but it's all Corio. Corio have taken the ball again. Mark O'Toole out on his own again. Looks to take possession, can't do so. Picks it up, quick left hand through to Cockrell. Cockrell breaks a tackle, puts it out in front of Barry O'Toole. He can't quite get hands to the ball, pushed under it by Humphrey. Taken out of control there by Thomson, tries to push it forward to where Tim Gardner gets a control. He also can't do that. The ball gets smothered under, and the umpire says, that's fair enough, boys, and give it to me and I'll throw it in the air.
Physical contest, Tim Gardner and Mark O'Toole. They're both strong boys, aren't they? Right in front of us.
Very strong.
Ball thrown up in front of the broadcast point here. Up high there is Boyle. Hits the ball into the face of Mark O'Toole. But finally it's Bowman coming ahead of the ball, pushes it forward, picks it up just inside the boundary, gets it back into the field of play, but good interception there by the Thomson defence. Kick it wide. Timmy Gardner, can he take the ball? He can't take control of it, and it's forced over. And It's interesting. It was at Hickey and Gardner. They had a very strong meeting before, and they're still having a small discussion amongst themselves. Ball thrown in front of our broadcast point. Mark O'Toole gets it down to Ricky. Ricky just lopes into the centre of the ground on the left foot now. There's the lead from Smith, and Smith the half forward flanker for Corio. Takes the mark, plays on quickly. Steeney's opponent falls over. It's deep into the forward line. Barry O'Toole picks it up, eludes his opponent, goes goalwards, and I think he might well have kicked goal number 9 because
he's happy.
A lot of happy boys around there. That's 9, and that's 17 for the Corio side. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard 17 goals, 11. That's 100 and lost at 16. 117. Thomson 66-42.
Well, the Thomson team settled there for a little while and got a couple of scores on the board, and we thought we might have been back to a little bit of respectability, but Corio's kind of settled and started to win the ball back out of the middle. I think Phil Boyle, he's been doing quite a good job in the centre. He's had quite a few opponents today.
Yep. Boyle gets the tap down only as far as Timmy Gardner, just handed it to Christian Hyland, and here go Thomson to centre half forward. But Darren McNamara, he's been solid in defence there. He's just marshalled the troops, takes the saving mark. Sees Ricky O'Toole on centre wing. His kick doesn't quite get to him, and it's out of bounds. Half forward flank.
Mate, the only time Darren McNamara hasn't been solid was the 10 minutes he sat on the interchange bench over here.
Too true. My arithmetic's not too good. 113 is the score. 17-11-1-1-3. Ball thrown in. Half forward flank for Thomson. But Darren McNamara again grabs it, gets a handball clear. Timmy Gardner crashes through the pack, high tackle, and he probably worked his way into that pretty well. Timmy Gardner takes the free kick, tries to find Nick Maharis in the centre of the ground, but Lazarick just with strength picks the ball up. Alford just punches the ball out. Boyle takes it, eludes two players with a bit of skill, drives the ball towards centre half forward. Oh, Smith, no free kicks at the umpire. Handball clear from Cockrell. Over to Gundry to the running player there in Warwick to the full forward position. Well, deep in the pocket, picked up there by O'Toole. O'Toole sees, it was all too easy. Pasilovic run from centre half forward to the goal square. Barry O'Toole, very unselfishly, could have gone for goal number 10, but shipped it across, and Pasilovic just pops through goal number 18. 18-11, 119. That's the Corio score on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard. 66-42 is Thomson.
Like I said before, it's just disciplined play, wasn't it? He may have, playing at junior level, may have gone for that, but stepping up.
I haven't seen too many full forwards unload it like that.
No.
Normally the eyes would light up and say, everyone else can go to hell.
Especially when you've got 9.
Well, exactly, that's right. When you're going for 10, you think, up everyone else, I'm having a go at it. But no, well done to him. He's done the right thing and put Corio's 18th on the board.
Umpire with the ball, back in the centre circle. Boyle doing the ruck work still. Gets the tap down ahead there of Peacock on this occasion. Comes down to Morrison of Thomson. I tried to kick it forward, but it's straight up and straight down. It's still in the centre square. Timmy Gardner coming after the ball. He can't get it. Finally, Morrison again gets it. Drives to the full forward position. Comes to ground. Wolferton runs into an open goal and has kicked his second for the Thomson side. Well, that was well done out of the centre. They just kept forcing it forward. And on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, Thomson now moved to 7-6-48, but they trail Corio 18-11, 119.
Well, like you say, Eric, they got it out of the middle fairly well, but once again, it's just too much too late. But these things are going to happen late in the day when the opposing sides kick 20 odd goals to 5, that you may get a couple of easy ones towards the end. I see Mark O'Toole's just come off the ground.
Right, 14 minutes into the final quarter here. Umpire back in the middle with the ball, and very open forward line at the Corio full forward, plenty of room. Up it goes, Boyle again, clear tap down, Alford gets it, handball across to Matthew King. King on the left foot towards half forward for Corio. Leading in the race for the ball is Randall of Thomson, but the ball is too quick for him, beats him over the boundary line, and we'll have a throw in between wing and half forward on the Godfrey Street side of the Thomson footy ground here. 15 minutes gone, final quarter. Morrison doing the ruck work for Thomson, gets a handball to Randall, but interception there Lazaric tries to get it. Highland tries to gets a handball. No, in fact it was Costello, and Highland runs onto it now. But here go Corio, handball to Ricky O'Toole, eludes one tackle, gets caught, handball's intercepted by Highland of Thomson, drives to centre half forward in the middle of the pack. Peacock can't take the mark, kicked off the ground, running after it is King of Corio, backing towards the trouble area. I tell you what, I think he's weighted that kick a little bit too strongly, out of bounds on the full, and the ensuing free kick will go to the Thomson side.
We shouldn't be too critical of their style of play because they've been so strong today, but that was probably a mistake there by Matt King. Like he should have let the player come at him, pick it up and
create a path for him. That's right.
Basic rule in footy, surely. Let the man coming toward the ball go through.
Yep.
And the ball in the hands of Christian Highland. I think he's 55, 60 metres out on the boundary line, and will take the free kick. A lot of movement up forward all of a sudden. Now drives back into the full forward position. Long kick from Highland. It's going to land off hands, about 5 metres from the behind post. So a long kick from out there. Perhaps Pete, the head of the goal square, would have been a better option.
Yeah, I think he was too far out to try and kick a goal. I think he should have crossed the ball or put it to the top of the square.
From the throw in now. Ball comes down to Wolfen. Pretty ordinary throw. I think it nearly hit the boundary umpire on the back of his head. Went straight up and straight down. So needs a bit of work to be done there. Who's that? Calvin Keating heading over the fence to get the ball. Surely the boundary umpire will wait for him. Yes, he does. Now we're about to put the ball back in play. That's a better throw in. Boyle does the ruck work along with Peacock. Handball comes clear to that was Andrew Aitchison. Almost kicked the goal, but in the last line of defence, standing on his own, was Matthew King. He's had 3 bounces. Now it's 4. He's got the half-back flank. Sees a player on the centre wing in young Bowman. Bowman, blind turns, kicks the ball back into space now. If the ball bounces for Corio, they're away here because Gundry's got nobody in front of him. Handball over the top to Alford's going up and down the one spot. And, they've made a bit of a mess of it, Corio, until finally charging through there is Lazaric. He's kicked the ball across ground. Byrne is in good position to take the ball, grab without it, and Byrne of Thomson will take the free kick, half-back flank.
50.
Well, umpire obviously didn't see it.
I think he let that one go.
So Byrne now, long driving left foot kick. It's over the centre of the ground, at the back there. Corio, good punch forward. Ricky O'Toole looking for the crumbs. Timmy Gardner looking for the crumbs. Timmy Gardner tries to play tunnel ball, doesn't do too well. Cockrell picks the ball up for Corio, drives back towards half forward. Oh, nice little nudge there from Eldridge, takes the mark. Here's the opportunity here for O'Toole. It's come to ground and
oh, gotta be.
No, it's allowed a rush behind there to Corio. Could have almost been Barry O'Toole's free kick perhaps. 18-12 on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard for Corio. That's 120. They lead Thomson 7-6-48.
Yeah, I agree with you, Peter. That nearly could have been a push in the back.
I think he played for it, but that's part of the talent, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, he's probably had 2 paid like that earlier to some degree, where he's propped and copped. It was interesting. The umpire felt that players too close to the kick out, so it's come back to
that's
Aaron
the
Bradley.
situation. Why shouldn't they penalise them?
Well, that I thought might have been the rule, Shane, to be honest. Bradley now kicks the ball, long kick straight down the middle of the ground. In the middle of the pack is that looks like Ricky O'Toole.
Great mark, isn't it?
So plays on quickly now. He's going to have a pot shot from 40, and what's he done? He's just popped it through. He is a class footballer, Ricky O'Toole. There's no doubt about that.
Yep.
But
you're spot on.
On the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, Corio now 19 goals, 12. That's 126. They lead Thomson 7-6-48, and that's 19 minutes, final quarter.
Good mark, second in line, Peter. Over a bloke probably half a foot taller than him, and to break and be able to let go like that.
But I think that's probably the standard of football he's used to, and the standard of football others aren't. As soon as the umpy blows the whistle, a lot of times players stop,
automatically stop,
and at the level he's been at, you don't until they get the second whistle and they tell you to come back.
Fair call, yeah.
From the throw up in the centre of the ground, it was Highland takes the ball, backing back with the flight of the ball is Cockrell for Corio, takes a strong chest mark, goes wide to centre wing. Can he find his teammate in Warwick? Smith coming across with nice body work to shepherd there, but the ball eludes all the players, and it's over the boundary line. Interesting is that David Hickey having a little bit of a talk to central umpire behind the play there, discussing whether it's going to rain perhaps. From the throw-in, Christian Hyland takes the throw-in, gets it on the boot, goes towards half-forward flank. McNamara for Corio in good position. Justin, he's working hard to keep that ball in the forward line, and unfortunately it's again beating the players over the boundary line. Half-forward flank for the Thomson side on the Godfrey Street side of the ground.
Stephen Daniels has just come off for Kane Costello.
Yeah, Costello, I'm surprised to see him off the ground. He's worked pretty hard while he's been out there.
He only come off a couple of minutes ago.
Oh, right.
Yeah, probably just for a bit of a breather.
From the throw in there, it stacks on the mill, and the umpire will move in, and we'll have the throw up still on half forward flank for the Corio side.
Mate, at the 21-minute mark of the last quarter, Mark O'Toole has come off the ground for a bit of a spell. You'd think he'd want to go and just have a shower or sit down and catch his breath. He's standing here on the interchange bench waiting to get back on.
Yeah, he's been there for a couple of minutes too. Just wants to be a part of it at the end, I suppose.
Well, there's a free kick in the goal square to Corio. Player held without the ball, and it looks like that was McNamara Matthew. Long driving kick to nowhere. It's ended up half forward flank. Timmy Gardner across to Mitchell. Mitchell has seen a player loose on half forward flank. It's Sandra Aitchison, and the rubber man has taken the mark 45 metres out from goal. He's on the boundary line, would take a good kick, and he's seen a lead, so decided to honour it, and it's Nick Maheris has taken the mark much closer to goal. Angle the same, he's still on the boundary line, but the opportunity to increase the Thomson score line, and they'd be pretty disappointed, Shane, I reckon, with this score line.
Oh, I think that's an understatement, Eric. They'd be very, very disappointed. Greg McLeod and Paul Welsh, very disappointed.
Maheris is a lovely kick off the boot from the forward pocket and has kicked the 8th goal for the Thomson side. Maheris second for the day on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard now at 22 minutes in the final quarter. 8 goals, 6:54. Thomson play trail Corio 19-12, 126.
Might sound like a stupid statement, Shane, but you know, other teams over the last few years, when they've got into this situation, they've kind of given it away.
Yeah.
I still don't believe Thomson have given it away.
Oh no, there's been no sign of it at all.
They're going to get done by 12 goals.
Yeah.
But they're still trying. They're still trying options and moving players and turning over things and having a look.
Oh, at no stage during the day have they thrown it in. No. It's just the opposition's outclassed.
Ball up in the middle. Boyle again, very high, comes to ground. Christian Hyland unfortunately can't take the ball. Ricky O'Toole, magnificent little hand pass to Cockrell. Cockrell to half forward flank. Pasilovic tries to tap the ball further forward for Corio. A lot of players trying to get the ball up. Pasilovic just taps it forward. Corio in possession. That's Eldridge. Turns blind into half forward. Oh, good mark at the back there by
Dwyer.
That's young Dwyer. He's shown some good signs. Again, players loose in the corridor. It's Alford drifted down from the middle of the ground, and it never ceases to amaze me today. The Corio players seem to be able to find some space all day.
Yep. You're spot on, Eric. They've found it all day. It's different players.
I do think. I just said I was going to be critical of Thomson giving up. I think one of the areas that they've probably found a stumbling block is Ricky O'Toole. Now, Gardner's run with Ricky O'Toole most of the day and been beaten. Now, I just wonder whether there was more value there, probably putting someone of the lesser experience as Timmy and let them try and run with O'Toole, and that gives Timmy the chance to go out.
But then, more than likely in that situation, Corio would have had someone targeting Timmy as well. And Tim was given the job Tuesday.
But they didn't try it.
No, they didn't.
Alford's shot for goal fell short, and Corio Thomson in clearing the ball have kicked the ball out of bounds in the full.
And who's
got the free kick? Alan Alford once again. This time he's probably only kicking from 40 metres out on the boundary, and with the breeze that side of the ground showing, they're pretty hard to kick from there.
I'm tipping he gets it.
Well, it's a glorious kick from Alford. He's gone across the face of goal. In front, the players finally have rushed the behind and prepared to concede to Corio. So on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, 25 minutes final quarter, 19-13, 127 at Corio, 8-6-54 is Thomson. So now game winding now. A few tired players I think out there now. Ball kicked in from full-back. Aitchison in front. Oh, spoilt by Morrison, would you believe? And backing up there was Bowman for the Corio side. Ball comes to ground. Can he get it this time? The young man in Tim Dwyer. He's had his third pot shot at that end, and I think this time he's finally got one, because a couple smothered off the boot. And this time Tim Dwyer of Corio has kicked his goal, and on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard now, 20 goals 13, 133 Corio, 8-6-54 Thomson. We've been playing 25 and a half minutes final quarter.
Yeah, well, he's stood the right spot and got a goal, the young kid. Who's that? What's his name?
Ball back to the centre of the ground. Boyle again, he's rucked fairly tirelessly all day, thrown in the air against Justin. Boyle gets the knuckles to the ball, but only as far as Gardner. He can't get possession. Jojo tries to kick it off the ground, can't get a clear possession either. Ball's pushed forward again. Christian Highland mops up, turns onto the right foot, screws it back over his shoulder, looking downfield for Wolfenden. He can't get control of the ball, but Aitchison can. A quick left hand to a running pass, Christian Highland. Highland sees Maharis leading out from well outside the 40-metre area, but takes a good chest mark.
And that's been one of the best build-ups for the day for Thomson. They, players running through. Maharis now from almost 50. No, it's off the hands of the pack in the goal square, and a behind to the Thomson side. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, Thomson 8-7-55. They trail Corio 20-13, 133.
Ball's been kicked into play by the Corio side through Ricky O'Toole. No mark taken, but play on there the call, and Highland tries to mop up through Wolfenden. Wolfenden gets a hands out to Jason Steen. Steen looks over there and finds, I think it's Justin.
Aitchison.
No, it's Andrew Aitchison, who centres the ball in, and well done there, young Costello. Takes a good chest mark under a bit of attention, and he's about 15 metres out directly in front of goal. About 15 metres out now. Young Costello had a bit of a break on the bench, but he hasn't given up. He's been a contributor.
Yeah.
Chips the ball forward, and he might have gone. Might have just squeezed it in. Yes, he has. It was only just two.
Yeah.
See the whites of the goal umpire's eyes there roll back in his head as it went over the goalpost.
What's his second goal, young Costello? So hasn't done too badly up forward while he's been there. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, Thomson 9-7-61. They trail Corio 20-13, 133. Just another three-quarter time score. East Geelong 10-9, North Geelong 7-6. So East starting to gain some ascendancy out there.
Big Dick will be in tears.
Probably. Umpire with the ball back. 28 minutes gone. Final quarter here at Godfrey Street in our GDFL match of the day. Umpire comes in, puts the ball in the air. Boyle read it better than Justin on that occasion. Comes clear to Morrison. Well, Morrison can't kick around the corner because it's gone straight up and straight down. Play on, said the umpire. Mark not paid, not 10 metres to Foster. And on that occasion, the umpire just too far away from the action. Players couldn't hear him. So now have a ball up on centre wing. Umpire puts the ball up. Justin and Boyle. Justin gets the ball clear. Lovely little look-away handball from Highland to Gardner, back to Highland, and there's the lead out from Maharis at full forward.
Where's this been all day?
Yes, it would make you wonder, doesn't it?
Been in the rack, has it?
Because Maharis now is...
Highland to Gardner, Gardner to Highland, Highland to Maharis. Thank you very much.
And Maharis having two to his name, and surely within kicking distance, 40 metres out. Good looking kick off the boot. The goal umpire has not really moved except to get out of the way of the players, because Nick Maharis has kicked his third, and starting to put some sort of respectability on the scoreboard. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard 10-7-67 Thomson. They trail Corio 20-13, 133. they need to show some respectability, guys.
Oh, certainly got to get some sort of respectability back on.
Well, they are
only
top
on
of the
the
table,
scoreboard.
or
Well,
were until today.
well, yeah, that was only a percentage thing, Peter, wasn't it? You know, 2-1. There were 6 sides on 2-1. Just shows the closeness of the competition. But this was one we expected. Oh, well, not expected to win.
There
but,
was no call.
we knew it was going to be hard, and hard it's been.
From the throw up in the centre, the ball's come clear. Timmy Gardner runs onto the ball. Little handball clear, gets it back off his teammate's back actually. Handball to Highland once again. Where's Maharis? There it is. He's coming toward the ball, and exactly as you said, Pete, it's happened again within another 30 seconds. However, Maharis this time plays on quickly. He's well, I don't know why. Perhaps the tackle, but Lazarick gets the free kick. Handball to Keating. Keating a little chip pass, and well, it was good work there by Bowman. He was going to not go for the mark and let his teammate coming in Bigham from behind, and called into it. Unfortunately, not able to take the mark. So in front of our broadcast position here, 30 minutes gone, final quarter. Ball thrown in once again. Justin misses the ball. Players try to run onto it. Gardner again. This time it's Boyle gets a handball. Comes through to Ricky O'Toole. Excellent control. Now he drives the ball to the full forward position.
Oh.
Well, no, mark not taken. Look for a free kick in. Barry O'Toole couldn't get it, and the ball is forced to the boundary line. And I guess he was.
I just wonder, Eric and Shane, whether Barry O'Toole might rue that give off over there before, because he's been sitting on 9 for a while.
Yes, the ball in the forward line for Corio. This time handball comes out to Ricky O'Toole. Sat and waited for it, and it's down to centre half forward for Corio. Great defensive work, Matthew King. Whoops, he ran over himself there, and gets the ball to Timmy Gardner. Gardner tries to crash through, does crash through a tackle. Sees a lead there on half forward. It's Christian Highland. Well, went on in my view. The umpire said no, and Darren McNamara is making sure that he doesn't go any further. Highland now goes for the torpedo, doesn't get hold of it, but leading in the race for the ball there is Steen in the forward line. Handball across to Johnny Mitchell, and Mitchell has a pot shot from 40 across the face of goal and offline. One behind, another behind on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard for Thomson. 10-8-68. They trail Corio 20-13, 133.
Nothing against Spud Highland then, but why would you kick the ball torpedo into the forward line? You know, it's pretty dangerous.
It's a low percentage kick, isn't it?
Well, it come off the side of his boot. It was a shocking kick.
Yeah. Darren McNamara with the ball, doing the kicking in. Must
32 minutes gone.
32 gone, very close to siren time. The kick in, no mark to any player. Crashing through there was Corio. Get a handball clear to Bowman. Bowman now. Well, he's run about 40 metres, but play on to the umpire. Gets to centre half forward in front.
Shocking kick too.
It was a poor kick. Go for Silovic, no chance whatsoever. Mark to Thomson. Kick clear to Lazic.
Really?
Lazic, well, that's another shocking kick. Justin has some difficulty handling it. Comes to ground in the centre of the ground. Christian Highland again. Little left foot chip. He's well, did he find Timmy Gardner? Yes, he did. Very closely attended by Ricky O'Toole. Free kick, and well, he's kicked the ball, and no score. The siren has sounded, so the game is concluded here at Godfrey Street. A little bit of fooling down in the forward pocket.
Oh, I think Matty McNamara might have heard the siren and Jason Steen didn't.
Oh, right, right.
He's flown over the back. Fair
enough. So the final score here at Godfrey Street in our GDFL match of the day, Corio 20 goals 13, 133. Resounding victors over the home side Thomson, 10 goals 8, 68. Goal kickers for Corio, Barry O'Toole. I better go through it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 9 goals 1. He's kicked for the day. Mark O'Toole's kicked 4. Clinton Eldridge has kicked 2, Ricky O'Toole's kicked 2, Troy Gundry kicked 1, and Frank Pasilovic kicked 1. Also Tim Dwyer 1 for Thomson. 3 goals to Nick Maharis, 2 to Craig Wolfenden, 2 to Kane Costello, 2 to Christian Highland, and 1 to Rod Peacock. Well, we'll